We have a lot of great stuff to talk about in this vlog. We're going to go over low carb with my sister-in-law. We're going to go over juicing a little bit. We're going to go over what my back surgery might involve. And there's a bit of a surprise at the end. My sister-in-law was recommending low carb, low sugar, but what does that really mean? My goal today is really to figure out how I can eat healthier, what I can do to lose weight without exercise, or at the very least, very minimal exercise. So Steph's coming over a little bit later. We'll talk to her a little bit more about low carb and low sugar and what she did to lose the weight and what I can do, and maybe even what you can do if you're interested. So what I really need to do is talk to my sister-in-law, since she's the one that's recommending this.
Your brain needs like 120 grams of carbs a day just to function. So anything less than that, your body to function is going to start creating it from somewhere else to keep going, because that's what glucose fuels your body. That's where you get your energy from. If you're eating less than 120 grams a day, your brain is going to use all of that, and then your body's going to search for other methods to fuel it, which is going to start pulling fat stores or dietary fat and turn it into ketones, which your body can run off of as well. It's a weird transition process though, because you don't feel really well during the adaptation process.
Do I need to eat less fatty stuff too then? How can I maximize?
Your fat you don't really have to worry about when it comes to low carb, but you don't want to eat so much that your body's not pulling body fat. So some people will eat lots and lots of extra fat because it's real filling, so you don't feel hungry. But when you're doing that, you have easier access to dietary fat than you do to body fat. So it's your body's going to go to whatever fats you ate first, and then if you're eating less calories than you need, your body's going to go after the fat in your body anyways. So you don't have the blood sugar spikes and crashes that you do with carbs. So like a lot of times people will eat a bunch of carbs, feel great, and then their blood sugar is going to drop because their body has released the insulin to process those carbs. So then their blood sugar drops and they need to eat again to bring it back up. And this way, like when our brother gets all cranky and irritated because he needs to eat something, it's because his blood sugar is low and he needs to eat something.
I mean, we call that HJS.
Yes.
It's what it is. Stephen
Hungry
has
Joe
it too.
syndrome.
We all have it.
So with low carb, you may not feel like that because your body, fat is a longer burning fuel and you don't have spikes and crashes in your blood sugar. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more sugar if you're juicing. Then ultimately, to lose weight, you're eating less calories than your body needs. So however you get there, it's gonna work.
Okay. Yeah, I'm recording.
Just some of the easier way for some people is to do low carb. You could just do vegetable juice.
Oh.
It's gonna taste gross, but then just get a daily greens and mix it with water.
Just to have a little bit of a recap here, your brain needs about 120 carbs or so just to really function. That's what your body needs. So if you're eating less than that, throw out a number there: 0 carbs, 50 carbs, 60 carbs, 80 carbs, whatever it is. If you're eating carbs and you're eating less than around 120, and that's going to vary for every person, your brain is going to use up those carbs first, just so it can really fuel itself, and then your body's going to go ahead and find an alternate source to fuel your body, fuel your brain, and everything. After you've used up the carbs that you've consumed, your body's going to go to dietary fats, meaning whatever type of fat you've eaten. Your body's going to use that up first. Once it uses up the dietary fats, then it's going to go to your fat stores, and that's what we're looking for. So whether it's dietary fats or it's your fat stores, your body's going to take those fats and turn it into ketones. That's ketosis. That's where your body's going to take those fats, it's going to change it into ketones, and then it's going to use that to fuel your body, fuel your brain, and everything. That's what we want. This is the state we want to be in. So we want to use up all the fuel we can first, whether it's carbs, sugars, all that stuff. We want to use up all the fuel we can first so we can tap into our body's fat stores. That's the whole purpose. That's what fat stores are. That's what the fat is on our bodies. It's stored energy that we're going to use later on. The problem is, if we're eating way too many calories, our body's really good at storing all this stuff. It's really good at storing this energy, storing this fat. It may not be the most efficient at burning it because it wants to hold on to it. It wants to keep all that there, so when we really, really need it, it has it, so, we don't die. But the whole point of this is to know how your body works so that we're not overeating, we're eating less calories than what our body actually needs, so that it taps into our fat stores, so that it burns those completely extra fat stores that we have. And it may not seem like a lot of weight, but going to that wedding yesterday, I wanted to wear shorts, but all the shorts that I tried on, I couldn't fit into them. Last summer I could. So not fitting into the shorts this summer, that really tells me something. That tells me I gained just a little bit too much. Imagine 20 extra pounds on your back all the time. And when you take those 20 pounds off, oh my gosh, you feel that relief. Well, I need that now. And I'm gonna need it after surgery. I need to get rid of this weight so that when I'm in recovery after surgery, I don't have that added thing to worry about, added stress to worry about, added like, oh, I've gained 20 pounds since and I'm recovered now and I'm 20, 25 pounds heavier. I don't want that. That's just another struggle I'm gonna have to overcome after surgery. I'd rather tackle that struggle now while, before it just makes more sense that way. On the other side of things about back surgery, if you're looking into or planning on having back surgery, I kind of feel like I didn't have enough time with my surgeon. I didn't talk to my surgeon enough. I feel like I'm missing some information. I don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, they're talking about 3 levels of fusion. What does that really mean? I'm not 100% sure. But I know this. I don't want to get graphic here, but I'm going to get graphic here. So if you get, I'm not showing anything because I didn't film it myself. So unless I can film my own back surgery, you're not going to see it. But just visually in your head, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Back surgery, it's a little scary to me because I know you're going to slice me open, really just spread all my muscles and everything apart and cut through all the muscles, exposing your spine. And then the back part of the vertebrae, they're going to either take a grinder or they're going to take like a Dremel and just cut all that off, remove that completely. And then my spinal column, all my nerves and stuff are going to be exposed. And they're going to really just move all that stuff out of the way, get in there in between my vertebrae, rip my discs out, and then put some sort of spacer in between my vertebrae. I don't know if it's a bone graft, and that's what fuses everything together over time. And then they're gonna put like screws and rods and stuff in there probably, or some sort of cage, or I'm not exactly sure what this surgery is, what the hardware they're gonna use and everything like that. I wanna find out, I wanna share that with you guys so that you can make an educated decision, but at the very least, talk to your surgeon, get as much information as you can on exactly what's going on. Because it's important, at least for me, it's important to know. Some people don't care, they just wanna go to sleep, have the surgery take place, wake up, and be better. Ignorance is bliss for some people. I like to know what's going on. But that's just me. That's how I am. I like to figure things out. I like to know the inner workings of everything. So as soon as I'm recovered after surgery, we have the new baby and everything. I don't have to worry about everything else. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned that yet. We're having a baby. So that's gonna be 3. Not too many, right? But I mean enough of a handful. And I think we're gonna have a gender reveal party. I kind of don't want to know, but if they're having a party for it, there's not much I can do. Not go to the party? Nah, we have to. We gotta make a video out of it, Your body needs around 120 carbs a day for it to function, for your brain to function. If you eat less than that, your body's gonna use up what you ate first, carb-wise, and then it's gonna go to your dietary fats that you've eaten, and once it uses that up, it's gonna go to your fat stores. And whether it's dietary fat or it's the fat stores, it's gonna use those fats, it's gonna change them into ketones, and then it's gonna use that for fuel to fuel your body and fuel your brain. That's ketosis. That's the state we wanna be in. That's our fat burning state that we wanna get into. Cheese is okay, meat's okay.
Cheese is fine, yeah. You could just eat meat, cheese, nuts, and vegetables, and you'd be fine.
I am nuts.